Hello, my friends. My name is JC, and today I'm going to give you a physical demonstration on how to perform the anointing of the Sacred Chrism Oil. This is pretty big for me. I've tried to stay off of videos and remain anonymous as much as possible because I don't want this to be about me. This is not about me at all. This is about you and your journey through the portal. What are we doing here? The anointing is a way to produce some chemicals inside your body that opens a portal to a realm that we call heaven, and you go there with your consciousness. That's what we're doing here. That's what all the religions are about. That's what you learn when you go to these little secret cults and you're an initiate for 5-6 years, or you go be a monk, or you go to India and you study under a guru. But you see, I have nobody gatekeeping me. I didn't go that route to learn this. Mine came through pain and suffering. If you read the Bible, it will tell you the secrets. You know how to manifest. It even says in the Bible, if you strive for God, the path to Him will manifest to you. And that's what happened to me. And so I'm going to share that with you today. There are a couple things that you need to keep in mind. The moon. It pulls on your water body just like it pulls on the ocean. And it helps your body create and secrete these oily fluids and secretions that we're going to be doing. So you need to make sure that the moon is in your star sign. It doesn't have to be a full moon or anything like that. It just needs to be in your star sign. For example, I'm a Taurus. So when I did this, the moon was in Taurus. It goes through every single sign every month. So every month you have an opportunity to do this. Don't use a chart on the internet. Most of them are wrong. You want to use a SkyMap app. I personally use Google SkyMap app. I've verified that many times. Me and my children use it all the time when we go out stargazing. So I know that one is accurate, and I always recommend that one. So also, if you are having a hard time with this, you might need to decalcify if you're in America, or a country like America where they put fluoride in your water and in your toothpaste. It decalcifies your brain, and you're all shriveled up, and you can't use your brain properly and get these glands secreting these fluids that we need. So really, you might need to take a couple months and decalcify. I decalcified for about 6 months before I did this. Also, sex. You don't want to have sex for a couple months. No, I'm just kidding. A couple weeks before you do this. I did it for about 2 weeks. And then, what else? You don't want to eat a lot. You don't have to fast. I didn't fast. Some people say you have to fast. I didn't fast. I like to eat. I'm a steak and potato guy. So you don't have to be a vegetarian. But you do want to work on yourself, right? You do want to be meditating and working on yourself. You want to be in a good place when you go through this mentally. That's one reason why they want you to keep coming back all this time and learn how to meditate. But they're lying to you guys, right? It's not meditating and moving energy from here to here. That's not what we're doing. That's a lie. What it is, these are pumps. You got pumps going on down here, and you're moving this oil from down and then up. Okay? There's no connection from here to here, from the colostrum directly to those group of glands. You have to use the spinal fluid to get it to travel, right? And when it's traveling, it mixes with the Christ seed down here before it goes back up. Okay? So this is a 2-part process, really. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to break free of this calcification that's going on in your brain, and then you want to activate the pumps. Okay, so how you break free of the calcification and get your brain kind of working and get some blood flow to it is you bring your concentration to your forehead. And I know everyone's going to be like, oh, you don't have any muscles and tendons in your skull, but you do. How do you move your eyeballs or your tongue, right? So you want to bring your concentration up here to your forehead and really just furrow down. Every movement we're going to do here is extreme, right? So put everything into it. Furrow down as much as you can and feel it. Feel it inside. Concentrate and visualize your brain squeezing and then expanding. Pull it apart. Squeeze. Pull apart, right? Push your eyebrows down. Like squeeze all that and then pull them apart, right? just keep doing that for several minutes. And you should be able to feel it. Not just a couple of times, several minutes, okay? And then you kind of want to move towards the center of your brain and keep doing it. I kind of started at the top and then moved down a little bit, and I could really feel everything just working. I could feel it pulling, just pull out past your skull, squeeze, and I just kept doing that for several minutes. Again, right? Each location is several minutes. Here, 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 and then move back to the back. And you should be able to start feeling like fluids coming down your sinuses, stuff like that. All right, and then keep going, get back to here, and just keep working it. And you can feel it kind of working. Just squeeze and pull apart. And you want to kind of work in a wave. Once you get the hang of it, after those several minutes in each stage, start working from a wave from the front to the back, okay? And then you got to start activating the pumps in the body. So when you have these pumps down here, everything's kind of attached to a pump, right? So your butt, your Kegel muscles, you gotta suck in that diaphragm, squeeze, and then when you get up to here, you want to push the back of your tongue up against the roof of your mouth. Now, some people say a phrase cling when they do that because the helps vibrate the pineal gland and those glands, all those glands in there. But also the movement of pushing the tongue up. What we're doing is we're pumping those fluids up the front of the spinal column, right, and into the pineal gland. So that kind of helps pump that. And then also, when you do that, it pulls on all this, right? So this kind of pulls on the. When you pull on all this, it kind of pulls on the colostrum too. And we need to engage all this, okay? And then you want to just keep doing this whole thing in a loop for several minutes, 15 to 30 minutes at least. Okay, so forehead, move back, go to the back, squeeze the butt cheeks and the sphincter, not just the butt cheeks. Make sure you engage the sphincter. Kegel muscles, guys have them too. Squeeze, suck in that diaphragm, squeeze the chest, push the tongue up, okay? Cling. Now, I didn't say cling when I did it, but I ran across other people that do it. It's just the phrase. I still did the motion with the tongue when I did it, so, personal preference, I guess. But for this demonstration, I'm going to say it, okay? So, forehead, move to the back, squeeze the muscles, squeeze the butt, squeeze the Kegels, diaphragm, clean, clean, kind of making this snake pattern, clean, really need to engage these pumps, clean, 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 clean. All right, guys, that looks silly, right? But that's what you gotta do. And you gotta do it for several minutes. And if you want to study and look into this stuff, right? So, Tai Chi will teach you that you have pumps in your body. You have these 7 pumps. They're not energy points, right? So look into Tai Chi. Reread the Bible. Excuse me. A lot of people don't read the Bible. Read it. Read Matthew. Read Acts. Those are 2 to start with, right? You don't have to read every single book. The Old Testament is super boring anyways. And then like the first couple of chapters in the New Testament are just repeats, right? But they do have a little bit of different information. But it's all tied into this, guys, right? Why did Jesus get a purple robe and a crown? Because it was all tied in because he was working on the purple crown chakra. And the purple crown chakra is really inside, not outside. All right? So you keep doing that whole thing for at least 15 to 30 minutes. And you'll know when to stop because when I was doing it, all of a sudden, my eyeballs were stuck wide open. I couldn't even blink. And I lay there for several minutes. I thought I broke my brain. And then after several minutes, my eyelids slowly started to close. And as soon as they touched, my consciousness slipped through the portal, and I had my experience. And that, my friends, is how you perform the anointing of the Sacred Chrism Oil. I love you. Good luck.